Call 312-6-million. Injury law made personal. That's Ankin Law.
The Chicago White Sox West Coast road trip continues as they head to Anaheim, California, just north of San Diego, to face the Angels once again. The Los Angeles Angels are 13-22 on the season. They're currently last place in the American League West. They have lost 8 of their last 10 games. They lost their last game. And at home this year, they are 6-9. Your pitching probables for this series: the Angels do not know what they're doing on Tuesday and Wednesday. But Monday night, we have an excellent pitching matchup again. This is Davis Martin and Jose Soriano, part 2. We saw that last week in Chicago. And thanks to Drew Romo and his 2 homers, the White Sox were able to win part 1. Tuesday night, 8:38 p.m. Central Time, first pitch, Eric Fedde will get the ball. And Wednesday, getaway day at 3:07, it's Noah Schultz. I mean, we talked about top of the show. If Davis Martin, Eric Fedde, and Noah Schultz continue to pitch the way that they have, it's going to be a tough series for the Angels to score runs. So with that point, James, is it weird to feel confident from a White Sox perspective in a road series out west? The Angels still have talent, but is it weird to be confident in this White Sox squad to say that if they don't win 2 out of 3 against this Angels team, I'm going to be a little disappointed in them in the next time we record the podcast?
Yeah, it feels wrong. I would reconsider. Like,
We're
yeah,
not there yet.
you'd hope to be, but as far as like they gotta win this, I feel like, and even though they took 2 out of 3 there last year, I want to say, just the West Coast seems to be like wacky things can happen, and I feel
Yeah.
like they haven't had like the greatest history in that ballpark necessarily, even if it's the ballpark that gave us Kevin Jepsen airmailing the intentional walk, which I know Jim and I treasure a lot as a moment, and something we lost in the society when we stopped making pitchers throw the intentional walks. But yeah, they can hit the ball out of the ballpark pretty well. So like for an idle game to go sideways on you, it happens a little bit more. It feels like we kind of saw Zach Nato at his worst in that series as well. Like multiple kind of crazy bullpen meltdowns. A lot of it wasn't necessarily like I do think of the Angels as like this is the one organization I can usually look to that's doing something like even screwier than the White Sox at their screwiest. So yeah, I also kind of thumb my nose at them a little bit in a way that the White Sox should be better than them. I don't know if I'm quite at the level of confidence like if they don't win the series, like I think they're crap or they played poorly. Like just things are weird over there, and like they don't have like they have a staff that allows contact, so thus a team that can really hit the ball out of the ballpark, but also swing and miss. Are they the best? Are they going to be the White Sox strikeouts rates play a little bit higher than normal? And because this team is bad, or is it going to be some flyouts that you usually get leave the park and like they get an outsider result? So it's baseball. Anything can happen. Yeah, they could
Sure.
definitely win the series. They shouldn't feel like they're overmatched. They should feel like they can take this up well. They should build off what they did last week. But playing a team 6 times in kind of rapid succession, seeing starters over again, weird things can happen, I think.
Yeah, I'm curious to see how this Monday game goes because for both sides, they get to see these starting pitchers so soon. And of course, we'll be recapping this series in our midweek show that you be able to check out. Again, the White Sox are 16-18. Yes, they're 2 games below 500, but they're just a game and a half back of the Cleveland Guardians and Detroit Tigers for first place in the American League Central. And they're just a half game back of the wild card. I'm sorry for laughing, but they're in playoff contention right now. The White Sox do hold the tiebreaker over the Toronto Blue Jays. So we just have to figure out tiebreakers for the Texas Rangers to see if the season were to end today, where the White Sox would be positioned if they are really that 7th seed. But it's been a fun last 30 games for the Chicago White Sox. Hopefully the good vibes that have been building since the Angels series at home and giving the San Diego Padres hell and winning 2 out of 3. Hopefully those vibes continue through Anaheim.